Canine Myro.
Hi,
Myro is a German Shepherd. He is 2.5 years old. He came right from Germany. We picked him up on an airplane and brought him here. He's a new canine. He's only been on the department certified for about maybe 2-3 months. You guys remember Canine Andy? He passed away last year. That was my first partner. So this is his replacement. He's a good boy. He's a male. He's a boy, obviously. Myro's main job is to find drugs. Okay. So our main thing is that we want to find drugs and keep the drugs out of the schools. We want to keep the drugs off the streets. So he's trained for his nose. He's trained to smell drugs. Okay. So what he does is when he smells drugs, when he smells the specific odor of drugs, he's trained to sit. Okay, and that lets me know, hey, there's drugs here, and then we can find the drugs. So we can use them on traffic stops. If Sergeant Graham pulls over a car and he thinks there might be drugs in the car, he can call us to the scene, and we go over, and I take Myro and we sniff the car around the outside. Okay, and if Myro smells drugs inside the car, he sits down and says, hey, Dad, there's drugs in this car. And then we search the car and we find the drugs. We're also, you guys have seen us in the schools yet? Okay, we're also in the schools. We try to be in the schools twice a month, okay? Mostly in the high school and the junior high, Sailor Way. We go into the schools, we check the lockers to make sure nobody's brought any drugs into the schools. We check the cars in the parking lot over at the high school to make sure there's no drugs in the cars at the high school. So we want to keep the schools drug-free, okay? So that you guys can have a safe environment to learn in. Myro is also trained in what's called tracking. So if we have a bad guy that doesn't want to go to jail and he takes off running, he can track him with his nose and follow his scent on the ground to find out where he ran to and where he's hiding at. Okay? He's also trained in what's called patrol techniques. Okay? Patrol techniques encompass a lot of different things. They encompass building clearing. Say we go to Dairy Dock in the middle of the night and we find that some burglars kicked in the back door of Dairy Dock. We don't know if he's still inside. We can use Myro. I have a bulletproof vest just like I wear that I can put on him. It's not this one, but I have another one that I can put on him. We can send him into the building that takes officers out of harm's way because we don't know, there could be a bad guy in there waiting to hurt us, waiting for us to step in the door. If Myro finds him, he'll alert, he'll start barking. If the bad guy decides he wants to not go along with the program, he gets bit. When Myro bites, he's trained to bite and hold, it's called, okay? He's not trained to bite a bunch of different spots. He's trained to bite and hold that person, hold that bad guy, until we can get there and put the handcuffs on the bad guy and take him into custody. So he's trained for building clearing, area searches where we can send him into the woods, basically the same thing. He's trained for handler protection. If I'm out on a traffic stop and somebody decides they want to fight or run or something crazy, I have a button on my belt that I can push. The back door of my cruiser automatically pops open and out comes Myro to the rescue. He'll do that for me, he'll do that for any of the other officers that we work with. Okay? So those are his main duties.